So it's been 3 days, 3 days, 3 days. I've done mirror work for 30 minutes for 3 days, and let me tell you what happened. Hey, it's Coach Hunt. Hi, I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you for coming back to my channel, Your Crown Era, where we utilize our intuition to navigate our lives so we can have the best life ever. And it doesn't matter what stage you're in, as long as you're mature and you know you want what you want and you are at the desire counter for life. But with that being said, I completed 3 days of mirror work, 30 minutes, silent mirror work. Why do I do silent mirror work? Silent mirror work for me helps me navigate the mental plane. It helps me rearrange and reframe the things that I say to myself because our subconscious mind is super powerful. And I need to know and learn what is being spoken to me when I allow my mind to go quiet so I can understand what's ruminating in there and then I can change it if I don't like it. There's one thing about affirmations when you do mirror work. You can say it, say it, say it. And I do. I have affirmations all over my walls with giant sticky notes to remind myself who I am and what I want and what I desire. But also, when I'm when you're looking at affirmations, and I have an affirmation deck, they are there for the moment. They're there for the now moment. The subconscious is always running in the background. And that's where a lot of change and a lot of direction requires more manipulation or reprogramming. So that's why I do silent mirror work. So on the first day of silent mirror work, nothing really came about. I did say my affirmation. I did a lot of counting in my head just to try to keep my mind not to go into a story about how I look, my body, all that good stuff. Those questions like, ooh, gray hair, ooh, wrinkles, ooh, I'm looking kind of fat today, or whatever. All those thoughts, I'm not going to call them negative, but all those thoughts that I want to reframe, and I reframe them to I'm beautiful, I'm whatever I said, like whatever, I'm beautiful, I'm okay. It is what it is. I'm aging gracefully, all those things. So, and then I would just be quiet again, and then I would count, and I would do breath work, small breath work, sometimes in through the nose and out through the other nose. I would do that type of stuff. And I'll do a little somatic movement on the first day. Day one complete. Now, the second day was a whole nother story. The second day, which was Thanksgiving Day, I did a lot of crying. I'm laughing now, but grief came up. Grief came up to just overwhelming grief about me, my grandmother, not being able to grieve for her when I was 17, and how I utilized, instead of grief, I decided to create. Because and when I say decided to create, is because I created my son. I created a baby. Instead of grieving, I decided to put my love and focus on something else. And a lot of us do that. We do that in different ways. When we're hurting and grieving in one area, we decide to create something else. And that was a definite revelation in my own mind. And so I ruminated on that and I pondered it for like the whole day. It's day two of mirror work. It's day two of mirror work. I'm going to do my 30 minutes and I look forward to seeing what Spirit has for me. And also the next day, when I did my 30 minutes for the third day, that's when most of the tears fell. I mean, I woke up crying. I cried at work. I cried through watching TV. I've been crying, and I may even cry again tonight. I cried in the bed and I just allowed myself to grieve my grandmother, grieve my mother, because today is the anniversary of my mother's transition, grieve my father, my brother, just have grief, just be within me and be okay with grief. And I also did a lot of somatic movement. And in this particular on the third day, I decided to stand up for the 30 minutes to do my mirror work. And one of the great things too, it was like after a while, if you ever done mirror work, you know that you begin to your face morphs or your eyes just sees different things in the mirror, and then eventually I saw the halo around myself, or my aura, and that was really powerful and wonderful to remind myself that I am a light body, that my body and the light that I have within me is seen outside, and people feel my vibration just like I feel theirs. And so, do I believe it was a successful 3 day, 30-minute mirror work? Of course I do. So, today I'm going to do for my third day of mirror work for 30 minutes silent. I'm going to also do some somatic movement because I had a big download last night or this morning, and I did some crying and grieving because that is the anniversary of today. It's my mother's transition, so I'm very emotional and I just need to get some energy moving out of my body. Day 3 of mirror work. All mirror work is successful. I've always wondered about like dancers because they're always in the mirror, looking at themselves dancing. And is it the same for them? So if you're a dancer and you look in the mirror all the time, or you like doing makeup and stuff like that, what do you do when you look at yourself that way? It's very odd to me because I've never been that person to just look in the mirror. For one, I don't wear makeup. I don't do my hair that often. One big ponytail, as you see, as y'all know, if you follow and you subscribe. I hope you subscribe. If you haven't, like the video, subscribe. Come to your Crown Era family. I would appreciate you as we continue to navigate our intuition. But it's just a wonderful thing. Even people who work out in the gym and they're looking in the mirror and watching their muscles, I always wonder what were their thought processes. Or maybe there's some people just like looking at themselves. I don't know. But if you've ever did mirror work, let me know your experience. If you're willing to do the 3 day challenge, you can go ahead and look at that. You don't have to start at 30 minutes. Maybe you want to start at 3 minutes or 5 minutes every day for 3 days or 5 days and see how you feel, and listen to your navigational system of your intuition as well as your subconscious mind. But I'm grateful and thankful for the process of grieving those tears in the last 24 to 48 hours that spirit gave me, because I know it will elevate me and move me into another space in my journey of life. And I have a clean slate, and now something else can come in to not, how do I want to say it? Something else can come in to allow me to be me more so fully and openly, and without a wall, or without a boundary that is unnecessarily. Because when you grieve, you kind of push back. Maybe okay, spirit just said more love can come in, and I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. But that's what I just heard. I've grieved out so love can come in. I can accept love more, deeper, grander, whole. So I'm thankful for that. I'm willing for that, and I receive that. So this is a short video. If you got anything from it, please let me know. Otherwise, I love you so much. This is Coach Hunt, and I have your greatest interests at heart. Bye.